What's going on, everybody? Jamie here from FMSCOUT. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about getting loans for your club. Now, we're going to do two examples of this. We're going to do one in the Premier League, and we're going to do one in the National North, just so I can show you both and the kind of leagues that you can look at. And it's a really good way of getting loans. Now, a lot of these are via team reports, I must add, and a lot of people know about this, but there's still, I believe, a few people that don't know about this, and it's such a good way. I live by this rule on this game, and I have done for probably 4 or 5 years now, and I just want to update it and just give my thoughts on kind of what's happened and anything new, because obviously the loans kind of changed during FM20, where FM19 you didn't really have to pay. You could get players for free, you didn't have to pay the wages, and they made it a little bit more tricky nowadays. But I'm going to show you where I go, how I do it. But yeah, if you enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go and have a look at Brighton. So what most people tend to do is they go to their scouting, they go to their player search. This is how majority of the players would think to do this. Now, you can obviously select on this right-hand side just here, you can select loan and untick transfer, or you can leave both ticked, it doesn't matter. And this kind of gives you an idea of, you can filter by value, you can filter it by whatever you like, and you can see, look, Tom Cleverley, there's a few good players there, but generally these players are only via your senior package, so it's not actually showing you all the ones available, which is why I love team reports. So you can see there's some players from Napoli, teams like that, but I want to give you a good example actually when we do a team report to prove that this player is not on this list. So all I do, I go to the world icon. If I'm playing in the Premier League or I'm playing in a league like in the top tier of a nation, it all depends on your scouting range. So if your scouting range is the highest, then you can obviously scout European clubs and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I always try and push in every save if I'm doing lower league saves. You can see at the minute our scouting range is the highest. We can only decrease it, so it's the highest, so we can scout the world, which is really, really good. So obviously we're in the Premier League, there's a lot of money. So what I do is I go to world, I go to profile, and then I generally filter it by the best clubs. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to do 3. I'm going to do, in fact, we'll do 4. I'm going to do Barcelona, I'm going to do Real Madrid, and I'm going to do Bayern Munich, and I'm going to do Juventus. So all you'll do is right click and press get team report and then select your scout. Now the more scouts you have, the more you can do in a row, but don't forget you can only get 100 players in your scouting. So you don't want to have 20 scouts and do all 20 of these, because the chances are you will miss some players. Now if you're in the lower leagues, we'll come on to that a little bit later. But let's just go forward a day and let's just show you what the message you could expect once you press get team report and how different it is in regards to just looking on the transfer market as most people would. Alright, so we're going to continue one more day and you'll see the message in your inbox. So we've sent 4 scouts out and they've come back the day after. So you've got Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Juventus. Now as soon as these messages come in, you don't actually see anything in this part on these inboxes. What you need to do is press your scouting tab and it will give you the players from them clubs. So you can see Marco Asensio is available from Real Madrid, and it only gives you the players that's interested in joining you as well. Now, yes, there's only 4 or 5, but if I did more, I only did 4 clubs. You can see there's nothing from Juventus and teams like that. Maybe just the players aren't interested in joining, which is why. But I do this about 4 to 5 times a pre-season, just in case these teams bring players in, sign players, and then they want to loan them out. So you can see Marco Asensio. I mean, the chances are we can't afford him because he's on £140,000 per week, but he is willing to join, and they want £140,000. But you see the idea. You can see, obviously, you can filter it by ability, or you can filter it by the recommended. But Ronald Araujo is available. It would be pretty good in the Premier League, to be fair. The guy's only on 3.7k per week. You can see that's all they want. So, I mean, this guy's valued at 3.1 million. Let's double check if this player is actually in the loan list at 3.1 million. So we might have to go down a little bit. But this is the players interested in loan, and he was 3.1 million. Now, it takes a lot of time to go down and scroll down all of these players. There might be players who are really low valued, yet, you're going to have to go down all of them. But you can see the 3.1 million there. The player is not there. and he is willing to join me. So it really makes you wonder, because I've got a senior world package as well. So why is this player not there? You know what I'm saying? Well, let's just do a few more. So we've done them 4. I just want to show you a few more, just so you know you can see the consistency of this. Let's do Liverpool. Let's do Manchester City. Let's do Atletico Madrid. Let's do Chelsea, and we'll do PSG as well. So if you also, a thing to note, if you press the same scout, it will just take like 2 or 3 days to come through. So the best time to do this is on the 1st of July. You know, that's when all the players come back from loan. I always find it's amazing to do on the 1st because all the players are available to sign, you know. So let's just get rid of all these. If we go back to this, you can see nothing's in there yet. We haven't got the message yet. You will get the message. Let me just get through all this. There we go. Sorted. Let's go forward one more day. And let's have a look. So it should come on this day right now. It only takes 1 to 2 days to do. And in fact, it's not done on this day. Let's go forward one more day. And we'll have a little look. You have to wait for the messages to come up before you can actually see the players. So usually it's like a day after. So it should be on this day right now. So there you go. So you've got 9 emails. You've got the Liverpool, Man City, Atletico Madrid, and Chelsea, and PSG. Now let's go straight to the scouting. And you can see there's a lot more players. And all these players, apart from this Moa guy, who's just come from the scouting. But we did Man City, we did PSG, we did Chelsea. We did Atletico Madrid as well, and you can see PSG players there. But, you know, Phil Foden's available for loan. If you wanted to loan Phil Foden from Man City, again, make an offer, see what they want. But that's, you know, you have to be careful when you do this. Like I say, on FM19, it was a lot easier to sign players on loan. You can see Kera's available. If we make an offer, go to loan offer, they want 49. They want 100,000. So it all depends. If you are a lower league team, you know, you can get a lot of good players for free. With my save that I'm doing at the minute in Hercules, I got some from United extremely cheap. Like, I think it was James Garner we got for like 1 or 2k per week, which is really good. But let's go and have a look at in the National North now, and let's see how it fares in comparison to the Premier League. Okay, so we're at Chester now, who are in the National North. So if you do your lower league saves, this will apply to all lower league saves. So if you start in the National North, it's like the 7th or 8th tier of English football. You can't go and get team reports for teams in the Premier League. So I'll show you what will happen. So let's do a bit of experimenting here. So if we go to the Premier League, what will happen? I mean, I'll do 2. I've only got 1 scout actually. So we'll do Arsenal and we'll do a lower league like Norwich, just to show you. Let's go forward. So what will happen is there's like a limit of how far up the league you can go. Like before before on FM19 and FM18, you was able to actually loan players from the Premier League. But something that they've changed in recent versions means that they just won't send you any suggestions from that club. And I'm just going to show you this right now, and then I'll show you how far you can go down. I believe it's League 1 for the National North. I'll have to double check when I get the team reports in, but I'm pretty sure it's League 1. Once you get to League 2, you can actually do the Premier League. And if you get promoted from the National North, you can do the Championship. So that's how it goes. Like if I'm in the National North now and I try and do the Championship, it will probably do the same thing as the Premier League is going to do right now. I mean, we can try it for the video just to show you, but I would always be safe by just going for kind of League 1 teams. So you can see the Norwich Scout report is in, and if we go to this, you can see there's no players here for loan from them. Whereas if I go now to... the thing is, you don't want to be wasting time doing this. So if you know you can't get players from the Championship, just don't bother sending your scouts out. You know, you're only going to have 2 or 3 scouts at max. I doubt you'll have even more, to be fair. But let's just go to the season preview on here. You know, if the club is really high rep as well, the chances are you might not be able to get some of these reports. But we're going to try and do 4 of them, just the top 4 teams. And let's see if we can get anything come through for League 1, which I can guarantee we will. It's just the Championship we won't be able to. So it's just done the Sunderland one, and you can see there's nothing from Sunderland, probably because they're quite a big club, I guess. I think it works on rep now. This is what I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty certain it might be a rep thing. Like maybe just Sunderland doesn't have any loans available. That might be a case as well. So let's go forward a few more days and let's have a little look if we can get some players from the other 3 teams that we pick. So we've got Ipswich now. And you can see there's nothing from Ipswich either. Alright, we just got the Blackpool one in, and as you can see, if we go in now, you can see there's a player right here called Yusufu Cisse, who is available to play in, and you see he's really high rated as well. So this is how a lot of people get promoted in the lower leagues, you know. I mean, it doesn't look anything special, but for the National North, you know, you will have to pay the wages and stuff like that, but this is a really good way of finding these players, because this guy is valued at 16.5k. Now, if you are looking for players on loan in the National League, you know, there's a lot of bad players. You know, you've only got a senior package, which it doesn't really help. And the guy was valued at 16k, and there's not even a player there valued at 16k. So, you know, we would not know about this guy available unless we did a team report. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys let me know in the comments if you didn't know about team reports. And seriously, make sure you're doing this every season. 2 or 3 times a preseason if you have to. And the good thing about it as well, which I want to bring up, once you scout them, if you get like 100, like say 90 players in this list, you know, it's a lot of players to look through. If you get stuck, you can always go to your scouted section, and then players will go into there for a while. I think it's like 6 months. So you could always go back to this scouted section and then do a search. And if you are missing someone or someone on loan, you can just look, say if I'm missing a left winger, I know this guy I've already scouted, and I can go back and have a little look at him. But you can see he's operating on a National League North level. So, like I say, team reports are really, really good in this game. Unfortunately, you can only do one at a time. There's no way of highlighting all the teams and doing team reports, which I suggested like 2 years ago, and they haven't added it yet. But I hope you've enjoyed it, and please do let me know in the comments if you didn't know about team reports. I'm really intrigued. I know a lot of you do. I think I did a video on it on FM18. But yeah, please let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.